Good morning, children. Today we are going to discuss in this video about the mycorrhizal fungi and biogas and biofertilizers. In which way these are important to the plants, we are going to see in this video. So now coming to the mycorrhizal fungi. In which way this mycorrhizal fungi will help the plants, that we are going to see now. That is, the mycorrhiza are the fungi which lives in a symbiotic association with the roots of higher vascular plants. That means in which they get the profit but it harms the roots. This is the mycorrhizal fungi, and the fungal symbiotic facilitates absorption of phosphorus by the plants from the soil. So now this fungi is able to absorb the phosphorus from the soil to the plant, in which way by the plant it absorbs the phosphorus, and also it develops the resistance to the root-borne pathogens. So if any pathogens or if any unwanted material to the plants is born there, then it is able to develop the resistant. That means no pathogens can be born there. And it also improves to the salinity. It is able to tolerate to the salt, and also it is able to tolerant to the drought. Okay, so if it is less water, then mycorrhizae fungi will help to absorb water, or it is able to give water to the plants. So overall what we can say is mycorrhizae fungi will increase in plant growth and development. And now coming to the biogas. What is this chemical nature of biogas, and how does the process of biogas production and how does it takes place? Just in a slight discussion we can see. That is, biogas is chemically comprises methane, and that is CO4, and CO2, carbon dioxide, and traces of H2S and moisture, sulfur, hydrogen sulfide, and moisture also. And certain bacteria that grows anaerobically on cellulosic material produce methane along with carbon dioxide and hydrogen. These bacteria are called the methanogens. So it is the chemical nature of the biogas. So what are all present in the biogas is methane, carbon dioxide, traces of H2S, and moisture. Now coming to the process of this biogas production. What is the process? What are the steps under this process for the biogas production? The biogas plant consists of a concrete tank. Of course, it is having from 10 to 15 feet depth into the tank, in which bio-wastes are collected, and of course a little bit of dung is also fed there. A floating cover is placed over the slurry, and the gas is, if a floating cover is placed over the dung, and the gas is produced into the tank due to the microbial activity and connected to the pipe to supply biogas to the nearby houses. So the biogas is completely dependent on the dung. Okay, so on the dung, once it is covered with the cover, then what all microorganisms are present in this dung are able to produce the gas. So the gas which is produced from the dung is nothing but the microbial activity, so which is able to produce this biogas. Now coming to the biofertilizers. What are biofertilizers actually? So biofertilizers are nothing but the organisms that enrich nutrient quality of the soil. So along only the soil which is having some nutrients, minerals. So when we add this biofertilizers, fertilizers we know, and bio, so which is having the life, when we add to the soil, which is able to enrich the nutrients and which is beneficial to the plants. Example, bacteria, Rhizobium, Acidobacter. And coming to the fungi is Glomus, and the cyanobacteria is Nostoc and Anabaena. So these are the three types of biofertilizers we can see. That is the bacteria, Rhizobium, Acidobacter, and the fungi is Glomus, and cyanobacteria is Nostoc and Anabaena. Now Rhizobium is the bacterium found in the root nodules of leguminous plants with symbiotic association. That is what the mycorrhizal fungi you have seen. and Azospirillum and Azotobacter, these are the two types of special type of bacteria, the free living bacteria, which are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen. And coming to the nostoc and Anabaena are the autotrophic microbes, which are able to fix atmospheric nitrogen in the paddy fields. So as they are autotrophic, they are able to produce the food in the presence of sunlight. So these are some of the topics you have to understand in this microbes in human welfare, how these microbes are useful to the plants and in return to the man, which is very useful. So these mycorrhizal fungi and the biogas and biofertilizers.